Let's see. Good morning. It's 1:44 a.m. March 29th of 2024. I'm trying this again. This is the camera program that comes with Windows. And I've used it for some videos recently, and it's worked, except for the last two times. Well, it worked a little bit, but what had happened is at some point, uh, I'm talking and there's audio, there's video, and then I look up and this camera has stopped. Um, I went ahead and posted those. But so I've been trying uh, CapCan. What is that? Is that CapCan? I've been checking that. Manic Cam. I went and I don't even want to talk about Manic Cam. I think I might have talked about it a little bit. You're going to see that this desk, by the way, is a disaster area. It really looks crappy. What happened was that after months, I finally got. I've had this for years. I forget when. Um, Problem was, I broke not this, but what they had before, trying to screw the base onto it, and I'm not going to go through that again. I got a one of the hits you don't want to get from YouTube, although there's no penalty involved. Um, uh, just a nice little email saying, "Are you fucking crazy?" No, I didn't say that, but I was, I think, or maybe I was playing the part of a crazy person. But if you play the part of a crazy person, maybe you are the crazy person. So finally, after I did this thing, and YouTube sent me, I've never got one before, and I've been doing videos on YouTube just about daily since 2005. But I got this for my uh, whatever they call this thing. So I thought success at last, after months, maybe a year or so, I finally can hook this thing back up. I was so happy for 30 seconds, a minute maybe. This came, and I already had the stand, the stand or whatever, which I'd ordered, I don't know, a year or so ago, or longer, for this camera. And I thought, finally, success. No screws to go in here. It'll go from here and into the, into there. But I have more than one. Well, these are just small ones. I've got gigantic jars filled with all kinds of screws, nails, whatever And so I've gone through them. And I think I got two that may fit in here. I've screwed one in, well, this one's going to have to, and I haven't got the other one in. I think it's going to go in, let's see, yeah, that looks like it might work, but I'm not sure because I have to put it, that might work. But several days have gone by. Here's another one that might fit. Might not go through quite far enough. I'm not going to do this in front of you, but just so you know that now this microphone here, tap tap, You should have heard that tapping. Okay, so I've gone 5 minutes here, and the camera is still running. Of course, for the last 2 videos that I made, I didn't, I wasn't I wasn't looking at the counter there. And the first one, I kind of noticed it pretty quick. Whoops, the thing's not running. It had stopped. The second one, I wasn't expecting it to do that, so it was quite a bit, half of the video, or only 1/3 of the video, appears. Well, let me update you a little bit because I'm not sure what's been discussed. I went to the eye doctor yesterday, I think it was, and after the cataracts have been removed, my eyesight is excellent. Excellent. And I'm 83 years old. Yeah, 83 years old. And the eyesight's excellent. The only problem is, and I got these at actually Amazon, and I think I got like 5 pairs of them. The ex-wife, she needs one. And my son, I don't know why he wants one, but he's got a pair of them. But so this is, I can see the screen okay. The sort of pain in the butt is, okay, I'm sitting here, and I sit here a long time, so this, okay. But if I get up and walk someplace, if I get up and look across the room with these on, can't see them. This is good for close. The eye doctor and also the eye nurse or whatever, explained to me, I forget which way, power of 10, it, like maybe arm's reach to the monitor, and if you need, I forget which direction it goes, if you need to be able to slide back and still see and see what's going on over here or something, then that's, I forget. I'm still taking the damned eye drops, and I'm having a hell of a time getting the drops in the left eye. And I thought this eye drop thing was supposed to stop the way that they put out a nice pamphlet or a thing or whatever. I don't see it laying here because it's someplace else because my desk is a disaster. I tell you, we're about to come up on maybe 10 minutes here, so I'll consider that a success if I find out this thing just goes 10 minutes or something. Okay, I'll live with that because I don't have much choice. So I don't go back to the eye doctor even, I forget when it's, okay, everything is dumped on the desk and I have to find out when it is, but it's a couple months away. And then I think finally they'll say, okay, that's it, we're cutting you loose, Oh, here's one of the papers from, no, that's not it. Well, yeah, I know what I read to myself. Yeah. That hospital, they have a hell of a setup because they have in Fort Worth about 3 hospitals that, you go in one hospital there very close to the other, where they do the surgery for the cataracts. I guess maybe they do some other type of surgeries too for eyes, I don't know. And then there's another, at least 3 buildings, maybe more. And then they have some, I guess, just remote offices. I don't know what. Here's my daughter Hillary. Lives out in a small town. outside of Fort Worth, and there's no way that they have enough people, So what happens? I guess you go there and there's some stuff done, maybe just billing or something like that, and then you'd have to travel, I'm sure, to Fort Worth. Uh, so this is still going. Cross your fingers, because I've been sitting here trying to see what program I can use, and I'm thinking of formatting my computer and just going to Linux, or I'm just thinking of doing something that's not going to be a good idea for me to do. A good idea would have been if Manic Cam had just kept going without what happened. Now, I've tried over the years a whole bunch of video editors which I could use. Now, okay, we're up to 11 minutes now, and I've paid for them, and various reasons I'm not using them. I really miss Manic Cam. I've jumped over a few times in the last week or two or whatever to look at OBS again, and I've had a bunch of you say, well, you should use OBS. Well, I think I was probably playing with OBS before you were on the internet or something, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I've tried OBS. It's okay, but I was much, much happier with Manic Cam. And I think there's some better ways to do it. I even went to, what do they call that place where you go and you can pay somebody to do something. You tell them what you want. They have different categories of things that they do. And I even went there fairly recently to OBS and said, got somebody. I forget what country he was in. He may have committed suicide after dealing with me, because I went there and I said, just set OBS up for me. And I'd set it up myself in the past. And one good way to do it is go to YouTube and ask for how to set up, and they'll the links will be to sites where they tell you on a YouTube site, do this down the list, and it's easy to do. But anyway, I went there and paid, and he wanted to, which is fine, he wanted to open up. Okay, so he's connected to my computer, I'm connected to his computer, and he's doing that, and then he's saying do this and do that, and I'm saying what, and all of that kind of stuff. And then finally I could just tell, and it was my fault. I'm not that smart. And also, he was doing it in a way I didn't think. I thought, okay, I'm going to tell him, here's what I want, and just put the code in for me. But I was having to open up a whole bunch of stuff, And then finally, he sounded like, he sounded okay. He was friendly and everything. But I said, I think you're getting tired of me. And he said, oh, no, sir, we'll get it. And I said, no, I don't think we will get it. I said, why don't we just take a break, Actually, what they did, I can't remember the name of the damned site. I know you'd heard of it. They do a lot of stuff. You can go there and, what the hell is it called? I can't remember. You go there and they'll do the work for you. They'll do the work for you. I've had them make little video clips for me and different kinds of things like that. Okay, well, it looks like maybe this is fixed, because we're up to almost 15 minutes. So, did I mention our cat? I think our cat's kind of a unique cat with some unique problems or whatever, and a loving cat, but I'm not sure that she's going to make it now. so we're kind of watching over her. Hillary, not my oldest daughter, my second oldest daughter. Anyway, she just discovered she's had terrible, well, part of it is bad decisions on her on picking things to do, and bad decisions on purchasing something or trusting somebody, and people can see her coming and they know she's a nice person, and they just take advantage of her. She discovered all of a sudden black mold in a room. There'd been a leak in there, and she had her stuff stored in there, stuff that she was thinking she was going to use at some point, stuff like that. And then her mother, Hillary, all four of the kids are our kids, But anyway, Darlene tried to, give her some pointers, and Hillary went with the way she usually does. So, okay, it looks like this video is running. By the way, I've mentioned this before. I really can't mention this too many times. LaDonna and her husband, vegetarian. Hillary, not exactly a vegetarian, but she's in saving animals and plants and all kinds of stuff. And how did I get on this subject? I was heading somewhere and I got sidetracked. Well, anyway, 20 minutes, that's going to be it. And so, okay, this is going to be one worry off my mind. If this thing would just run 20 minutes, and I'm trying to get the, other programs, working. But if this will do a 20-minute video, and it looks like it's going to, so I'm not sure what caused the last two problems. Anyway, please give a thumbs up. I don't know if it helps or not. Please subscribe. I'm pretty sure that would help. If you can find some place to make a donation, please do so. Or go to my wish list place. I think there's 3 or 4 things. I can't show it to you because right now I'm working on trying to get this video so I can do like I used to do. Go back and look at some of the older videos. You'll see me on the screen and you'll see things that I want to show you, news items where I can look things up. We can together, we can look things up or something. So, but there again, I mentioned this in yesterday's video, I think, and the one before that. There's nobody saying "Oh, Jim, bring back that other screen that's next to your screen, because we want to see that." No, they appear to be happy with this, and I think there's something seriously wrong with you. So, anyway, thank you all very much for all your support.